Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good day to the panels, lecturers, friends and all of you. We are Semester 2 Tesl students from Ipgkti Campus Temanggung Ibrahim and this is our Kppb project showcase. First, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Ipgkti binti Ahmad Sabri and these are my group members. Anis Nadira binti Muhammad Roslan, Ahmad Iman bin Zulkifli, Wan Syahidatul Faiza binti Wan Daud and Nur Atira Hani binti Zahri. So, without wasting any time, let's begin.
To begin with, I will give the introduction of the courses involved in this project. The first course is Ipgkti 3023 Learning and the Learner. This course is offered so that students can understand individual differences in their learning processes and how a teacher could plan suitable teaching and learning activities to the learners. Besides, this course encompasses the concept of teaching and learning processes, individual differences, learning theories, teaching models, approaches and strategies, 21st century teaching methods and techniques, and motivation in learning. Secondly, TSLB 3052 Arts in Education. This course introduces students to arts in education, children and art sciences and arts, implementing and managing creative activities on rhythm, color, and space. It also provides basic knowledge and skills about arts in education, applying and managing activities that help stimulate exploration, experience, and expression in the teaching and learning of various subjects. Thirdly, TSLB 3023 Principles and Practice in English Language Teaching. This course focuses on the overview of language learning and language teaching, approaches, methods, and techniques of second language teaching and learning, introduction of the 4 language skills principles of material selection and adaptation, planning to teach, managing the primary ESL classroom, and the purpose of assessment in English language teaching. Moving on to the next slide, I am going to talk about learning outcomes for the courses involved in this project. Firstly, for TSLB 3052, CLO3 in reflective report, students need to apply their knowledge from this course to create virtual activities which integrate all the elements in arts in education. For the CLO4 in performance kit and presentation group, students must analyzing their information to produce performance kit and then present their plan in one video. Next, Ipgkti 3033 course involved in CLO3 and CLO4, to which is same as TSLB 3052, emphasizes more on students applying and analyzing skills. Lastly, TSLB 3033 emphasizes more on CLO1, CLO3, and CLO5. Students must use their research on learning theories to evaluate, create, or adapt materials for teaching and learning in virtual class. To sum up, the learning outcomes resulted from our courses assessments are related to each other. The course collaboration project engaged the students to create or design virtual learning activities by referring to the Kppb English Year 3 Learning Standard.
So moving on to the big idea and also the essential questions that we came up for this Kppb project of ours. So we came up with the big idea or the main question, which is we try to charging forward new norms, which is the KP and the virtual learning setting, engineering virtual learning. So in terms of ESL classrooms, we are trying to figure out how do we manage to invent a conduct that is meaningful yet also engaging and enjoyable for students to learn English in the virtual classroom setting. Through collaboratively and also collectively, we trying to we innovate and create some new approaches to the learning conduct that is permeable to the virtual setting of the classroom, that is easy for students to learn enjoyable learning activities and learning lessons. So thus the essential questions emerge, such as how do we design a performance kit and plan engaging English virtual learning activities based on the learning theories, current approaches, strategies, and also techniques. And the second one would be how do we prepare a theory-based English virtual learning resource for primary English school teachers in a Google site. So focusing from the big idea, and also the essential questions that we present just now, we trying to make way to produce many learning activities that is fun for students to learn in this virtual classroom setting, but yet they will find it engaging and meaningful learning, so that they try their mastery in the uh, English subject will be better.
Next is the experiences that all of the participants gained from this Kppb big project. While working on this project, we go through quite a lot of things, from the things that we are familiar with, like searching for information and preparing for presentations, just like we did during classes, to the things that we have never done before, like creating and making a creative Google Sites and Padlet. So these are just part of it, but the main experience is yet to come. The first experience is obtaining the 6 CS elements, like critical and creative thinking, communication, collaboration, and characters and citizenship. From doing searching and browsing the information, we tend to give our whole attention to it and try to relate, brainstorm, and have a critical thinking to find the best ideas from it in order to make the project done successfully. We do communicate to the more knowledgeable others to get things clearer. We also do a collaboration with members and group and try to combine our ideas into the new and better results for the project. Meanwhile, for the character and citizenship, it contributes to the development of conscientious community members and responsible citizens as the future teachers to be aware of the current situation and contribute new and better ways for teaching. Next, experience is through the Triple E framework. The Triple E is a practical framework that measures the degree to which the technology in a lesson is helping students meet the learning goals. The framework is based on 3 components, which are engagement in learning goals, enhancement of learning goals, and extension of learning goals. So in this project, we experience engagement, enhancement, and extension, where we engage with lecturers and friends through technologies. We learn to use new digital tools such as Google Sites and Padlets.
Next, for the 3R, which are rigor, relevance, and also relationship. So as students, we connect learning to the real-life situation by transferring learning to relevant contemporary context. For example, online learning. We realize that the COVID-19 pandemic has had a significant impact on the education landscape of the country, which is accelerating the digitization of higher education. Virtual learning has become the new norm with new, more flexible teaching and learning processes, and this must continue even after the pandemic to ensure that meaningful learning can be achieved in the best possible way. Hence, for this project, we wanted to make it more relevant with our contemporary situation, and we also collaborating with our educators and creating important networking with our learning partners. And lastly, for the learning partners, the project participants are having a meeting in Google Meet for the first time and often discuss everything about the project through WhatsApp application. We access knowledge, acquire skills, and learn from each other throughout this project, and also have Q&A session with our lecturers for any guidance or any improvements of the work done.
From this Kppb project, we gained a lot of benefits, which consists of the 6 CS elements, skills and knowledge, ideas, and explore, search, and analyze patterns. So, the first benefit gained from this project is that 6 CS elements. Each project member has the ability to master each of the 6 CS elements well, which are the critical thinking, collaboration, communication, and character and citizenship. The second benefit is, through each job and its criteria, students can gain new knowledge and skills. This combined courses project helps us to expand our professional skill set, learn something new, or even earn academic credit to put toward a degree. Moreover, It provides new ideas to all participants as well as visitors to Google Sites and Padlets for educational purposes. And last but not least, Kppb project lets each participant can enhance their exploring and searching skills and analyze information skills as well.
One of the product and also new knowledge that we gained from this Kppb project is that we managed to build a Google site to compile all the resources that we produce for all the teachers to access and also to use our lesson plans and also performance kits such and so on, provided guidance by our lecturers and also our project leader. We managed to explore Google site and to build the site itself so that it is easy to access for all teachers. So the next one would be we gaining new insights in terms of what is meant by engaging meaningful teaching through partnership. Uh, the partners such as Mr. Samuel Isaiah and also Miss Mazura, they both provided a guide, uh, provided their experience. They share it to us and about how to conduct learning environments parallel to our goals mentions, which is the virtual learning. And finally, we discover new online tools such as Google Slides, Kahoot, Docs, Jamboard, quizzes, ESL games, Edpuzzle, and many more. The discovery of these new applications enables us to make new engaging learning activities and assist our lesson planning, so that we manage to make a lesson plan that is engaging for students and enjoyable and also fun for them to learn, but it is effective for them to learn English in this kind of way.
Now, move to the next part, which is what are the challenges we face. The first challenge that we faced is we always misunderstood the instruction given. During the process of completing the Kppb project, there are some problems in understanding the given assignment tasks and instruction. It is because the way information perceived through online medium is different from the information we receive through face-to-face interaction. The limitedness of face-to-face interactions during the briefing somehow cause students to deviate from fulfilling the will of the task. Besides, some complicated instructions led to misunderstanding and caused redundant work, which took a great amount of time to redo. The second challenge is time management. In many cases, students find it is difficult to manage the time in doing online assignment. The abundance of work just keeps taking day to day, and there just a lot of presentation need to be done at a time. So completing the task is more challenging as we need to discover new things for the new virtual learning environment. That means we need to learn more, and it requires intensive work and it's time consuming. The third challenge is technical issues. Some students do not get strong internet coverage in their hometown, especially the students that live at the outskirts of the city. Moreover, the tasks are demanding a huge technological and technical assistance. Consequently, the unlucky students get left behind and have difficulty keeping in tune with the technical requirement of the task. The last one is lack of computer literacy. Many of us lack knowledge in operating advanced programs such as Zoom, new Microsoft tools, and new Google features such as Google Sites that we had managed and created. We are still new to the virtual environment and not yet eloquent in using the online tools. Thus, it took some time to get familiar with the programs. Next, we move to the final part of the presentation, that is the suggestion for future improvement. The first suggestion is use correct platform to ask to solve the misunderstood the instructions problem. We can use the electronic medium to ask for clarification from the lecturers to avoid misunderstanding. For example, we can ask questions through WhatsApp, telegram, email, or else just have a phone call with the lecturers. Therefore, to have a clear understanding of the task, we can have discussion with friends to find the answer to the question. Second, we can avoid distraction to manage the time management problem. To save time, try to avoid distractions when doing the task. To do it, keep focused on one job until it's done. Besides, we can prepare a list from the staking tasks so we could do them in order and finish each of them in the respective time. Also, we can save time doing the assignment by asking the professional in the field. Some of the students are more advanced in using computer, and asking for their help would solve the problem. The third suggestion is to seek help to solve the technical issues problem. Slow internet connection at home is unavoidable. Students need to prepare some money for extra line support or ask help from the others. Completing the task earlier also will do, as the other group mates can cover up the things that we cannot do. More importantly, divided the group tasks correctly according to the accommodation so that no one gets extra burden in a group. Then lastly, we need to motivate ourselves to learn and explore more. We can master new knowledge by trying, learning, and exploring the internet. Many tutorial videos have been uploaded in the YouTube that we can watch to learn. Therefore, we also can join the free webinars that have been handled by the other universities that share new knowledge about the virtual learning. Lastly, always browse educational websites and follow new trends to always stay up to date. So that's all from us. Thank you.